Thanks for joining Renew with Jew. My name is Judy, and welcome to my faith and fitness journey where Abba used fitness to increase my faith. So, I wanted to share with you a testimony. It's very like sweet and intimate to me. Um, this right here has a full story, an entire story. So one of my sisters in my Bible study had shared that she would always find these feathers, like always. She would always find feathers. And because she asked Yahusha, to give her feathers, and she would find them all the time. And I just thought that that was like really cool. And that was like something sweet and like intimate between the two of them. And I've been going to this Bible study for a year now. So it's been a few months, and she'll tell us when she finds a feather, and it's just really so sweet. And like I would say maybe 3 months ago, I would say maybe 3 months now, maybe two, no longer than three. I was reading Psalms 91, and I got to verse 4, and it says, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." So I read Psalm 91, I don't know how many times, but that Wednesday, because it was a Wednesday, I remember it was a Wednesday, it stuck out to me like nothing. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, wait, feathers. Oh my gosh. And then it really put you know, my sister at heart, like, oh my God, like on my heart. And I'm like, that is so sweet. Like, I just can only imagine every time that she sees a feather, she's thinking about, Yah's protection over her. And that's just how I thought about it. You know what I mean? And then I meant to text her, didn't do it. Um, well, actually, this was actually before the Wednesday. I was reading the verse. It was probably like maybe 2 weeks prior to that. I read the verse and stuck out to me. And then I was like, oh, I need to reach out to her because this is just so cute. Didn't do it. Totally forgot. So then fast forward 2 weeks forward from that, 2 weeks later, I was reading Psalm 91 again, and then I happened to text her that day, that morning. So I was like, oh, it's fresh on my mind. Let me reach out. And I was just like, I just saw Psalms 91, verse 4 about the feathers, and I just think it's so cool, like how, you find feathers. Like, I can't imagine because, it's just like, it's just a reminder of our Father's protection, like over you and everything. And, she, like we spoke some words over a text message, and it was just so sweet. So then we had Bible study that night, and um, one of our other Bible study sisters blessed us all with some prayer shawls. And she was like, oh, you guys can pick one, whatever, whatever. So I'm like, okay. And we all go to pick one. Another one of my Bible study sisters goes, another one of my sisters goes, ooh, it has feathers. And then um, the other one who always finds the feathers, she was like, oh my gosh, Judy, guess what? This one has feathers. The one that she picked up had feathers, right? And then I'm like, wait, does mine have feathers? Well, actually, before that, oh my goodness, I'm messing up this whole thing. I gotta totally backtrack. After I actually had text her, okay, after I reached out from her through text messages, look, I'm just so excited because it's my favorite story. Uh, I was like, Abba, can I have feathers? Like, would you do that for me? Like, literally, like, I'm literally in my room, how I'm telling y'all. I'm like, can I have feathers? Like, I want to find feathers. Like, can I do that? Like, I mean, can you do that for me? Like, I'm like, and then I just left it alone. Okay, so now I can finish the story. You know, another sister points out that this has feathers. The one who always finds the feathers, she had feathers on hers, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Judy, look at this!" And then she was like, "Oh, the verse on it," and then I'm like, "Wait, does mine have feathers?" I look down, feathers all over, y'all. Feathers all over. Feathers, 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 feathers. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Right? Guess what it says? Under his wing, Psalms 91. I was like, "What?" And you know, this really made like that moment. Well, not that moment. I was like really excited. But then during Bible study and afterwards when I got home, like I was like reflecting, and I was like, wow, like how about you see me? Like I literally asked him, could you do that for me? Can I have feathers? Can I find feathers? Can you give me feathers? And he did. He did. But you're probably like, well, why he give you a prayer shawl and how come you're not out there finding feathers? How about y'all? So good. I'm going to share with you why. It's because, you know, I dealt with a heavy spirit of the spirit of rejection majority of my life, and he healed me from that. And he knew if if he gave me a feather that fell out of the sky, I was walking down the street and saw a feather, I would have to start looking I would start looking for feathers. I'll be excited for the initial feather, and then I would just start looking for them all the time. And when I didn't find one, I would just get disappointed and get disappointed. He didn't want me to go through that feeling of rejection, so he gave me something that's like a permanent thing. Now, obviously, God forbid this gets destroyed or gets lost or something like that, I will be okay. I will say I will be okay. But he knew, especially during that time, that I was in, because he needed me to know that he sees me. Because that's something that I've been learning, that he sees me, you know. Um, for anyone who has uh, been healed from the spirit of rejection, or walking, you know, or currently being healed from the spirit of rejection, or know about it, that you're constantly like feeling like you're not seen, you're invisible, you know. Uh, so it was just so beautiful that he did this for me. And can I tell you, like for a minute, and I still do it, not every night as much, but I used to go to sleep just like this. Like when I was in prayer, I would just curl up in my little tent and pray to him. Or like I would just go like this and just go to bed. Like I would literally go to bed like this. This be me before I'm going to sleep. Like it's just such a blessing. But I just wanted to share that because it's just so encouraging. The fact that I asked him like, can I have feathers? Can you show me feathers? Like, can you do that for me? And he did, and he did. But he didn't do it for me in the same way. He didn't do it for me in the same way because he knew he had to do it differently in the way that I'm able to receive it, in a way that was comforting to me. And I wouldn't have to look and seek for his love because he sees me. He loves me regardless. Like it's just so amazing. It's just so amazing. And it just makes me think about, you know, the things that he does for us, it doesn't always look the same. It doesn't always look the same. You know, he can do the same thing, like the same, like the feathers again. You know, we both got feathers. We just got them in a different way based off of our needs. So this is a whole nother topic, but don't compare what you have to somebody else's, you know. And if you do want that blessing that somebody else have, and not in a way of jealousy, because you know what he does for somebody else, he can do for you. You know, he's not a respecter of person, so if he do it for this person, he can do it for you. We have not because we ask not, and that's funny because I allowed myself to be vulnerable to ask, and he surely delivered. Oh man, I love my papa. How about ya? But I just wanted to. Is it still going? It says tap to retry. Something went wrong. I don't know what that means. Oh, did it freeze? But I guess I'll find out if something skipped out after the fact. But thank you for tuning in and listening to my testimony. And if Abba has ever done anything like this for you, share down in the comments. I would love to hear. I would love to hear, you know, special things that he has done for you. And other people too, because it can be very, very encouraging. So y'all have a blessed night. I'm about to go hang out, probably listen to some music, bang on the tambourine a bit, because I love my tambourine. And y'all be blessed.